Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss the latest developing stories. We are going to begin with Raphinha, talking about how he has been flourishing of late. Raphinha have started delivering for Barca after a slow start. We are going to be discussing how good Raphinha is in recent matches. Then secondly, talking about Joan Laporta, as the Barca president credits manager Xavi for an incredible La Liga form so far, saying that there is sensational chemistry in the team. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe to my channel. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. When Barcelona beat the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal to the signing of Raphinha in the summer, there was a lot of joy and excitement. The Brazilian, after all, was coming on the back of a fine season at Leeds United. But it has not been smooth sailing for the winger at Spotify Camp Nou. The 26-year-old struggled to make a mark in the initial part of the season and found it hard to break into Xavi's plans. Given his slow start to life at Barcelona, speculations over his future had already started to do the rounds, heading into the January window. Arsenal, for one, were said to be interested in Raphinha this past winter, while Barca did not entertain the prospect of parting ways with the former Red ace. The possibility of a summer sale has been suggested as the club will need to generate revenue to address their financial fair play issues. Amidst question marks over the quality and consistency and the rumors of a possible summer exit, Raphinha is starting to show that he very much belongs to Barcelona. The 26-year-old has really stepped up for late for Barca, emerging as a key player in recent matches. Indeed, Raphinha's first 14 matches for Barca yielded a poor return of just one goal and one assist. But things have improved drastically in recent times. In his previous 15 appearances for the Catalan Giants, the winger has produced a tally of 5 goals and 7 assists. With 8 assists to his name, Raphinha has now become the player with the most assists for Barcelona this term, overtaking Ousmane Dembele's tally of 7. He has also scored 6 goals across all competitions, making him the joint third highest goal getter for Barca, with only Robert Lewandowski and Dembele netting more. What's more, the Brazilian has been involved in 8 goals since the start of 2023. That is 4 goals and 4 assists in all competitions, the most by a La Liga player. At a time when Dembele has been injured, Raphinha has taken the mantle upon himself and is making a difference for the team, while also lowering the burden on Lewandowski in the final third. While he might not be the flashiest player on the pitch, the 26-year-old has proven to be a hard-working individual who keeps on trying to make things happen relentlessly, and his efforts are now starting to pay off in a huge way. Furthermore, Raphinha has also shown the knack of delivering the goods when it matters the most for Barcelona, proving himself to be a clutch player. He scored the winning goal against Osasuna before the World Cup break and assisted Ansu Fati's winner in the Copa del Rey encounter versus Intercity, while he also created the winner against Getafe in La Liga last month. It was followed by the opening goal in a tough game against Real Betis, while he had a hand in all 3 goals Barcelona scored against Sevilla last night, netting 1 and assisting 1 more. Along with all this, one cannot ignore his defensive contributions off the ball. After an underwhelming start to life as a Barcelona player, Raphinha is slowly but surely starting to establish himself in Xavi's team. Should he continue on this path of the remainder of the season, all talk of his exit is certain to dissipate. For sure, Raphinha has cemented his place in this team. I think his form recently have been brutal. It's been so good to see Raphinha playing so well. This is a Raphinha that we bought. This is a Raphinha that we all Barca fans wanted to see. And exactly that's what he's showing us. And it's really good to see him, stepping up his game, especially at the moment when some of our forwards are not in form. Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres not in the best form. Even Lewandowski have not been great this time. And see Raphinha stepping up his game is something very important. I think I was so happy with the way Raphinha, in fact, took total control of the game against Sevilla. It's something good to see. And I think Xavi, Laporta, everybody in Barca will be very, very elated about that. I think he should continue like that. Raphinha is a very good player. And we don't even miss Usman Dembele when he's playing at the highest level like that. So it's great to see him. I think he's in the form of his life. And we hope that the form continues for a very long time because that will help us to go far in La Liga to win. And of course, we just need Lewandowski to also step up his form. Talking about players like Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres, they need to step up seriously. And I think if all they step up, because right now, what is even keeping Barca, for this title, very hopeful for us to win, is the defense. Kunde, Araujo, when they start the game, you just expect clean sheet because they are too solid, they are too strong, and it's good. And I just think that if our forwards can all step up their game, then we are going to just trash everybody. I think the team is doing well. We're in a good state of mind. I think we are moving towards the right direction. The rebuilding phase of the team is moving so positively, as Xavi said in his press conference after the 3-0 victory over Sevilla. So it's great to see. I think Raphinha is one of the best players at the moment that we have, and we just hope that he continue at that level. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Unbeaten in 15 games across all competitions, Barca have built up some excellent momentum for themselves recently. This run of form includes some incredible wins like the 3-1 against Madrid, 1-0 against Sociedad, and then recently, as yesterday, 3-0 against Sevilla. All has not been a bed of roses, as they have had to really struggle against some oppositions. Getafe, Atletico Madrid, and Real Betis, for example, did their best to serve as a hurdle to their progress. However, scrapping out wins in the toughest of games is a sign of winning team, and Barca are en route becoming one once again as they have created an 8-point lead over the top of La Liga. Speaking about Barcelona's improvement as quoted by Mundo Deportivo and their season so far, President Joan Laporta replied with all smiles. He said, "We are doing so well in La Liga. If we had been told before the start of the season that we were going to reach the halfway point of the season with 53 points and an 8-point lead, we would have been happy." Credit where credit is due. Xavi has truly transformed this team. He came under the fire earlier this season when the team dropped in the Europa League after finishing third in their Champions League group, but has built back the confidence of the Camp Nou faithful. Xavi has done an excellent job. Yeah, he arrived at Barca at a time of major adversity, and now he has managed to create sensational chemistry in the team, Laporta said. Currently riding on a streak of 10 wins in a row, Barca's schedule does not get any easier from here on. They will face Villarreal on the weekend before hosting Manchester United at the Camp Nou next Thursday. Should Barca, of course, come out of this schedule largely unscathed, they could be the run to win a fair few titles this term. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.